Broncos and Texans meet in Houston, and the line holds steady at Texans minus 1.5. Denver rides in at 6-2, backed by more than 80% of the public, yet the market drifts toward Houston. That kind of silence isn't hesitation, it's design. Bo Nix has guided Denver with precision, 15 touchdowns and balance across the field, but this defense bends time differently. Houston ranks first in both points and yards allowed, their rhythm a quiet suffocation. Will Anderson Jr. bends the edge like metal under heat, and behind him, Jalen Peter and Kamari Lassiter move like shadows across the middle lanes. Every throw must thread through noise that feels alive. C.J. Stroud leads an offense regaining its symmetry. Nico Collins stretching the boundary, Woody Marks giving motion shape beneath it. Together, they trade distance for control until the field itself feels smaller. Discipline beats momentum. Pressure becomes prophecy. And today's AI pick is Texans minus 1.5. Will we cash or will we burn? On to Game 2.
Falcons and Patriots meet in Foxborough beneath a cold November sky, and the number stays fixed at New England minus 4.5. The Patriots have covered 5 straight, but the air around that streak feels manufactured. Too much noise, too little truth. Atlanta arrives 3-4, carrying the league's best pass defense and the quiet discipline of a team still hunting shape. Drake May commands the New England offense with precision, 15 touchdowns and rhythm through repetition, but Atlanta's secondary moves like weather, unpredictable, sudden, and cold. They disguise coverage until the throw has already left your hand. Michael Penix steps back into control for Atlanta, Bijan Robinson carving balance through patience, and short strikes to pull the linebackers forward. Every clean series shortens the game, tightening the air around Foxborough's advantage. The outcome rests on control of time itself, each possession a breath held too long. And today's AI pick is Falcons plus 4.5. Will we cash or will we burn? On to Game 3.
Panthers and Packers meet at Lambeau, and the number carries a charge. Total set at 43.5. Carolina brings a ground game that breaks angles. Green Bay counters with timing and leverage. The question isn't who controls the spread, it's whether both sides can find 7s instead of 3s. Bryce Young steps in with tempo and play action, using Rico Dowdle to force safety depth and Tedairoa McMillan to stretch the boundary. When Carolina's early downs stay on schedule, the middle opens and the shot lanes appear. Green Bay's defense is fast, but it yields hidden yards when tempo stacks first downs. Jordan Love answers with structure. Josh Jacobs hammers the front to create conflict. Then Love works progression throws to Tucker Kraft and the perimeter. Red zone motion has been the tell. Shift, pause, slant. Simple pictures that turn into points. This game wants movement, sustained drives, compressed fields, and defenses settling for containment instead of denial. Special teams tilt the short field. One returner muff flips a 3 into a 7. Both play callers carry scripted explosives for the second quarter. And today's AI pick is over 43.5. Will we cash or will we burn? On to Game 4.
Chargers and Titans in Nashville, and the number says Los Angeles by digits, but the field says check the details. Justin Herbert steers an offense first in yards, shredding on third down, living in rhythm with Ladd McConkey on timing routes and Kamani Vidal giving enough burst to keep safeties honest. Herbert punishes soft zones. When Tennessee shows too high, he mills the seams and moves the chains. Cam Ward answers with urgency. The plan: lean tempo, sharp cuts, and precision shots to Alec Ayomanor. When the Chargers widen to take away crossers, Ward feeds Tony Pollard in space and attacks the flats. When they squeeze, he uses motion to diagnose man and rip the boundary comeback. Here's the hinge. Los Angeles lives at 48% on third downs, but Tennessee's best counter is to stretch every drive into distance, early down discipline, tackle after catch, red zone resistance. Herbert may be the sun, but Ward must learn to survive in shadow, turning scarcity into grit. The Titans' offense won't dazzle, but hidden yards, a tip ball turnover, and 2 red zone denials can bend the math. And today's AI pick is Titans plum 9.5. Will we cash or will we burn? On to Game 5.
Chicago heads to Cincinnati, and this one's got fireworks written all over it. The Bears are 4-3, hungry to bounce back after that loss to Baltimore, while the Bengals are sitting at 3-5 and just gave the Jets their first win of the season. That tells you everything about where each team's head is at right now. Caleb Williams has been steady, throwing for over 1,600 yards, but he's got to get the ball downfield early to Rome Odunze if the Bears want rhythm. Even without DeAndre Swift, Chicago's got balance, top 10 in both passing and rushing yards. When they control tempo, they're dangerous. Joe Flacco's trying to hold the Bengals together, but this defense behind him is falling apart. They're dead last in scoring defense, giving up over 31 points per game. Chase Brown's been running hard, and Jamar Chase always gives them a shot. But there's only so much you can do when your team can't stop anyone. This one smells like a statement game for Chicago. Clean up the turnovers and take care of business. And today's AI pick is Bears, 2.5. Will we cash or will we burn? On to the next game.
Steel meets steel in Pittsburgh. The Colts roll in with the league's best record, riding a 4-game streak and averaging almost 34 points a game. But numbers don't always tell the story of what happens when you walk into Heinz Field in November. Daniel Jones has been sharp, spreading the ball to Michael Pittman and Tyler Warren, while Jonathan Taylor leads the NFL in rushing touchdowns. Indy's offense is electric, no question. But their defense still bleeds yards through the air, and that's where this gets dangerous. Across the line, Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers have dropped 2 straight, but don't mistake that for weakness. Pittsburgh's offense has quietly averaged 25 points over the last month, and Tomlin at home is a dog. That's where he thrives. The crowd turns hostile, the pressure hits, and even the best teams start second-guessing their rhythm. The line says Colts. The Gearhart system says otherwise, and today's AI pick is Steelers plus 3.5. Will we cash or will we burn? On to the next game.
They said the Niners were supposed to roll. On paper, maybe. But paper doesn't catch breath in cold air, and it doesn't hear a New York crowd that smells blood. Jackson Dart's been a storm no one saw coming. 8 touchdowns through the air, 4 on the ground, and now he gets a defense without Nick Bosa breathing down his neck. San Francisco's lost its balance. Mac Jones throwing 40 times a game isn't identity. It's desperation. McCaffrey's legs can't save an offense running into walls, and the Niners have looked more human every week. Meanwhile, the Giants are bruised but not broken. Wan'Dale Robinson's turning into a problem in space, Theo Johnson's steady in the red zone, and Brian Burns is still hunting quarterbacks like the season depends on it, because it does. The metrics tilt red and gold, but the air smells blue tonight. And today's AI pick is Giants plus 2.5. Will we cash or will we burn? On to the next game.
Minnesota and Detroit close out the 1 p.m. slate inside Ford Field. The Lions are favored by 8.5 with a total of 48.5, and nearly all the public money is riding Detroit. That's usually when a divisional underdog sneaks through the back door. Jared Goff runs one of the league's most balanced offenses, but he struggles when pressure breaks rhythm. If Brian Flores' defense can disguise those blitz looks and force early throws, Goff's precision starts to slip. The Lions still have Amon-Ra St. Brown and Jahmyr Gibbs capable of breaking any drive open, but Minnesota's pass coverage is tighter than people think. J.J. McCarthy brings poise and movement. He's not putting up big numbers yet, but his ability to extend plays and hit Justin Jefferson in space keeps the Vikings alive on key downs. The Lions' defense is strong against the run, so McCarthy will have to create outside structure and trust quick reads. Divisional games are built on tension and familiarity, and 8.5 is a heavy number in that setting. And today's AI pick is Vikings plus 8.5. Will we cash or will we burn? On to the recap with Lilith.
The line between fortune and fire grows thin. Let's count the wagers that will decide our fate. In English, Texans, 1.5 over the Broncos. Falcons, plus 4.5 against the Patriots. Over 43.5 in Panthers versus Packers. Titans, plus 9.5 versus the Chargers. Bears, 2.5 over the Bengals. Steelers, plus 3.5 against the Colts. Giants, plus 2.5 to challenge the 49ers. Vikings, 6.5 battling the Lions. In Spanish, Texanos menos 1,5 sobre los Broncos. Halcones más 4,5 contra los Patriotas. Más de 43.5 en Panteras contra Empacadores. Titanes más 9,5 frente a los Cargadores. Osos menos 2,5 sobre los Bengalíes. Acereros más 3,5 contra los Potros. Gigantes más 2,5 para desafiar a los 49ers. Vikingos más 8,5 contra los Leones. Like and subscribe. Will we cash or will we burn? German proverb. Das Glück ist ein Vogel, der nur einmal landet. Translation. Luck is a bird that lands only once.